Hey, good morning, Facebook, and good morning, podcast. Hey, I wanted to come live to you today for my morning edition of Coffee with Carlos, but for some reason, I think Facebook kind of changed some of the settings to go live on your computer screen. I know it works fine on my cell phone, but for some reason, I couldn't figure it out on the computer screen. So if you know if there's been a change on that, so I can go live using my computer screen instead of my cell phone, let me know. Anyways, this is Carlos with TaxDebtConsultants.com, and today's edition is the continuing subject of unfiled tax returns. And the reason I keep on bringing this up because this is a major issue. In fact, when I went live over at the IRS San Bernardino office, they had mentioned that this area, the Inland Empire, is specifically known for the large amount of non-filers, people who have not filed tax returns for multiple years. And this last week, I got a handful of non-filers that have come to me, and what's kind of been shocking is the amount of years those non-filers have been. I'm really kind of used to the 3, 4, 5 years, but this last, like I said, this last couple of weeks actually, the average unfiled returns has been 10 to 18 years. And what I want to talk to you about today is about someone specifically that found me on one of these videos, who was kind of searching online, wanted to do the right thing and kind of get back on track with the IRS and the state of California. She found me online, saw a video, and she said that you seem really trustworthy on video. So hopefully I'm doing a good job on these videos. And in this person's specific situation, they hadn't filed since 2008. Okay, this is 2019. So we're looking at 18 years of tax returns that have not been filed. Now, in her specific case, the IRS hasn't been coming out. In fact, IRS has not even contacted her. But she wants to do the right thing and file returns. In her situation, it was the state of California was coming after her for returns from 2012, 11, 10, 9, 7, and 6. So there was 7 years of returns that the state of California was coming after this individual for. And in this specific individual, they said that she owed $17,860. Now, here's the thing. If she hadn't filed tax returns, how do they come up with that number? Well, one of the things both the IRS and state will do, they will file what's called a substitute for return. In other words, they will create a return out of any information they may have, especially with the IRS. If they happen to get a W-2, a 1099, they will actually create that return based on the least amount of information they can, and then file a return for you, a substitute for return. In the case of the state of California, I haven't seen the IRS do this, but in the state of California, this person actually had a license. I won't say specifically the type of license, but in California, what type of licenses can you have? You can have an insurance license, a contractor's license, a cosmetology license. There's a whole variety of different licenses that you have to get through the state of California. Well, with this individual, they said, well, you have this specific type of a license, and the average income for that specific industry, I'm just pulling a number out of the air, happens to be $35,000 a year. So we're going to file a return based on that you earn $35,000 a year, create a return, and there's your taxes due. Well, this is what happened to this individual. In fact, now that I think about it, I remember, and I talk about this in my upcoming book. As many of you guys know, I was a non-filer for 8 years. Well, I remember in one of those years, I actually had an insurance or a real estate license, I had a real estate license, and they had just assumed that I had made X amount of dollars based on the average income of a real estate agent. So it happens. Fast forward to this individual, state of California is coming after her for over $17,000. They're taking money out of the bank account. They're kind of going through this entire process of collecting on her based on returns that she never filed, that the state of California filed. Well, I am glad to report we actually filed all these we completed all these returns, and today she is signing all these returns and filing them with the state of California. And you know what the total balance due was for her? Now I'm just going to confirm. The total balance due on all those returns, $2. Not $17,000, $2. And here's the thing. They have taken thousands of dollars over the years out of bank accounts from this individual on taxes that she never owed. Because in 18 years, all she owed the state of California was $2. So this goes to show you, I know there's a lot of non-filers. One of the number one things that I get when they come into my office, they don't want it. They haven't told nobody about it. They're afraid. They're afraid of the amount of money that they're going to owe. But here's the thing. It may not be a lot of money whatsoever. You may not owe anything. Or it's a lot smaller than you actually expected. So with that, if you need assistance in regards to getting caught up, getting those unfiled returns filed, remember, don't just jump into the last point. Let me kind of go back here. Don't just file returns haphazardly. As a non-filer, you should sit down with the tax professional, find out, let the tax professional know, especially me, if you'd like to come to me, I will let you know. Let's look at the entire picture and what's the strategy to the non-filing of these tax returns. There's a specific strategy that you have to follow. That way you don't hurt yourself down the road or get yourself in trouble, even more with a massive balance that you can't afford. Again, I'll walk with you through that entire process. This is Carlos at taxdebtconsultant.com. Don't try to go to the website right now. I'm actually revamping the entire website. But if you do want to talk to me, go with meetwithcarloss.com. Meetwithcarloss.com, and then I will actually. It will enable you to actually book an appointment or a phone appointment with me. And with that, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great week. I'm actually heading to Reno, Nevada. So if you happen to make it to the end of this video, have any options, anything for me to do in Reno, Nevada, I'm actually going there for a 4-day representation workshop, learning more about advanced tax representation for clients that need help. Wife and kids, they're coming along as well, and they are going to enjoy the Reno Lake Tahoe area. Bye-bye for now.